Good evening, pals. Welcome back to the channel. Have you all had a good weekend? I hope you have. I am back with part 3 of what can only be described as this piss. It is part 3 of Need for Speed 2, for those who haven't caught part 1 of part 2. I am having a bad time, and that can mostly be pointed to the extreme rubber banding in this game. I've been struggling through tournament mode, 4 races of 6 complete, and then there's knockout mode as well. Hopefully some progress tonight, but yeah, the rubber banding is extreme, and I'm sure I will talk about it more in due course. So let's carry on, shall we? And by the way, welcome in Dadson. Thank you for the lurk, and welcome in Skin. I hope you're okay, mate. Thank you for the support.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, really? Gosh. Wait, there's no... Oh, is that track 1? Oh, no, it was that long ago. I can't remember. Hello, Cheated. How you doing, pal? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, apologies for the no-show on Thursday, but... Well, A, this game's piss and I don't really want to play it, but B, I've been a bit under the weather with headaches and such, so I didn't really have it in me, unfortunately. Oh, great, the collisions. Such a benign little hit is a multi-flip ultra disaster. Yeah, straight into the nonsense, eh? Not played it for a week. I'll clearly need a bit of a warm-up. Yeah, it does skin. Oh, hold on triangle for a bit. Oh. That could be helpful, thank you. Yeah, with the extreme rubber banding, it kind of... I think I made this point last stream, but the rubber banding's that extreme, it makes like the first 3.5 laps of the race just completely irrelevant. It's literally just a chore to do. And then you play the rubber band lottery on the last half lap. Oi, you William.
Best lap.
Yeah, just casually sideswiped by the Ferrari wanker. I think you know it becomes obvious when the rubber banding's been used for your benefit, because the cars will be in a big cluster just ahead of you. I.e., every time someone tries to get away, they get kind of held back. So yeah, they just end up in a big cluster. But then they all wiped out there, so that's immediately nullified my point. Thanks, game. Not only are you annoying and shit, you're making me look like an idiot on my stream as well.
Final lap.
Right. Okay. The actual race. Alright, that's dead. Nice try. What? Where's that jump come from?
Lap record.
Yeah, I was making a push for the finish, but I just had to commit into it, and there was a McLaren there, as they so often are.
Congratulations. You got a top
that was that.
for this track.
What I've been up to off stream. So I finished Humanity. I think I spent about 15 hours on it in total, and it was decent, but it was weird in that each section of the game would introduce new puzzle mechanics, but it rarely kind of mixed them up. You know, so one section was for one mechanic, one was for another, and yeah, it was rare. that you'd use them together. But it was cool. Not amazing, but pretty good. So now that's finished, the only game I'm playing off stream is Ballistic NG. I think I'm kind of done with it now. But fun. But yeah, interest is waning a bit. I spent about 12 hours on it. So yeah, I won't be going for like all platinums or anything. Anyone else been playing anything fun? The fuck was that jump? Oh, you gotta do the mini map for every race. That's not gonna get annoying. Yeah, if I can complete tournament mode tonight, I'll call that satisfactory progress, because last stream I only cleared 2 tracks as well. I spent about 4 hours on that stream. It was not a good time. Again, where are these jumps coming from? What is gravity? Other Macca's doing it as well.
Lap record.
The key does seem to be coasting, to keeping things under control. If you use the brakes, you get some really weird slides. If you just coast early enough, you will shed enough speed and then maintain full grip through the corner. Whereas if you're using the braking, you need to release like a couple of tenths of a second before you start turning, to let the wheels grip up again, effectively.
Lap record. Final lap.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Bodied. Ah. They'll be back. It looks like the Ford is in second, which is weird. Because the Ford's rubbish in this game. Oh shit. Come on, bring it down. Come on. Oh, fuck the back. Get close here, there's bumps on the outside. Come on!
Lap.
Yes! Eat piss.
Champagne.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
That's a good last lap as well.
You just beat the best lap time for this track.
Right, the Mystic Peaks. Ooh. How, mysterious. The fuck is with this, the radius of some of those corners at the bottom of the map there? This gotta be a right pain in the ass, isn't it? Oh, skin!
2, 1, go!
Oh. Yeah, this is track 6. Mystic Peaks. Oh, I need you to go AFK more often then, don't I? Ah. Yes. Badson. Welcome in, mate. Thank you so much for the raid. Is Garfield dead? Right, fair, fair. Just watch the credits on YouTube, mate. You've earned it. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. My name's Paul, and if you haven't guessed already, I play car games. I'm working my way through the PS1 library, and it turns out a lot of the racing games for the PS1 are bad. This is one of them. Need for Speed 2. Just pause that for a sec. I need to make a raid bot for that. Also, actually, while I've got you, Dadson's also doing a charity thingy at the moment. Going to be cutting off his hair in support of The Little Princess Trust. So if you've got a couple of quid spare and you're finishing generous, finishing? Feeling? Have a look. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Hopefully my good deed will transfer into luck on this game, because that's how karma works, right? Isn't it? Oh my god, I hate this track. Just a sheer cliff with a turn at the bottom. What the hell is going on? Well, we've managed to beat a track tonight. Right on the second try on track 5, so obviously delighted with that. We're just doing our first lap on... Yeah, first lap on this one, so finding all the lovely surprises. Fuck. My god, it's 3-minute laps, isn't it? I'll get that down to 2.5 once I've learnt the track. One perfectly cromulent overtake. I did brake for that corner. I know it doesn't look like it. It might have been a bit late. Yeah, this is absolute piss. They've littered it with like just turns immediately after jumps. That one was just off camber, so you were getting sent to the wall no matter what you did. Why is there a plane wreck and loads of boxes on this mystic mountain place? Uh-oh. I slightly tapped that car and it put me into rotation, but at least I didn't sail off into the abyss this time. Take our wins where we can get them. Is this like the... I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it seems most likely.
Lap record.
I did brake. Once I realised I was gonna do that. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Oh great, pointing the wrong way. Cute. It's okay. Rubber banding does not let anybody get a lead in this game. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a wall. Great. Wasn't even a bad jump. You know what? That's the last corner of the track, and I make good time on the CPUs there. This might be okay. You know, the most important sector is the last one. It doesn't matter how badly I fuck up the first half of the lap, because rubber banding will just hold me in place. The slow round that ridiculously long last corner, I think we're golden. This is utter bullshit though. Awful. Yeah. The game, yeah, at least it doesn't reserve the bullshit just for me. The game's own CPU opponents can't do it either. That's probably the fastest way. Hope you land on your roof so the game resets you and you can carry on. It's a McLaren battle. Nice one, dickhead. Now look what you've done. On the bridge. Cool, off the bridge. First time.
Record.
Right, now we've got knockout mode to do. Champion.
Congratulations, you just beat the best time for this track.
It did. I should be a nice person more often. I am Skin. I'm an idiot.
Congratulations.
I'm going to do all 2 of the modes. I'm going to try the simulation. No credits! Ah, load of piss. Right. Simulation. Knockout. Ah, yes. No, the one shot of that last track literally just comes down to the last corner being bad for the CPU. It's not a satisfying win at all. The game doesn't reward excellence, and the tracks I struggle on are generally the tracks where the final quarter of the lap is where the CPU is strongest. Hey, Mick Pliskin, how you doing, mate? No, not done. Technically halfway done. I've got to do them again on this knockout mode. I don't know what knockout mode is. Apparently there's only 2 laps. Oh, flashy red gates. Yeah, man. The IndyCar was fun, wasn't it? Shame it finished under caution, but, you know. Such is life. Maybe that guy with the dodgy wing should have had a technical.
Final lap.
Alright, man. Hey, Shadow. How you doing, man? I'm not gaining on these guys at all. Oh, here we go. I'm gaining on these guys. Now, the opponent's counter is still saying of 8. Ooh.
Best lap.
Yeah, the knockouts, like, eliminate a car every lap is usually... I feel like it's a fun idea.
You just beat the best time for this track.
But they always do it badly in that it's always a full lap. You end up with like an 8-lap race when your normal races in a game are like 3 laps, and they just go on for too long. I think knockouts would be fun if cars were eliminated a lot more quickly and regularly. You know, A, so it doesn't drag on, and B, so there's immediate peril if you fall into last. You know, like, you've got 20 seconds to get out of last, or you're out, or 15 seconds even. And that's how, yeah, quickly they can happen. Okay. Here's how it's done. I only needed to finish in the top 7 then. So it's knockout race by race rather than lap by lap. Cool. That's much easier than tournament mode. Right, so while we slog away, got a bit of poll news for you. So I mentioned earlier that I skipped Thursday because I was having little headaches.
3.
And it seems to be mostly screen related. I'm getting them now. I've been having them for a couple of weeks. So I went to see an optician today. I was surprised they were doing appointments on Sundays, but booked it this morning and went straight in. And ooh. Hello, simulation handling. In 15 days' time, I'm gonna be becoming a full-time glasses wearer. That's a surprise. Hopefully, it help all this shit. So, yeah, that's happening. Turned into a pretty expensive day. Yeah, well, at the gig last night, I was speaking to a friend. I told him what was happening, and he pretty much just said, yeah, when I get that, it means, because he is a glasses wearer, when I get that, it usually means I need a new prescription. So, yeah, woke up early this morning and just got it booked, and it's like, oh, they've got slots today on a Sunday. Super. Alright, so I just need a top 6 in this race, I guess. Yeah, probably is skin. I spend, on a normal day, I'll spend 10 hours plus looking at screens. Work plus when I'm not working. It's entertainment, innit?
Final lap.
The only time I'm not looking at a screen usually is when I'm out walking and running. Even then, I set a tracker going on my phone. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had an eye test for over 20 years. And that one was just, I was like maybe 16, 17, and it just came out fine. But you never notice a gradual change, do you? But my right eye seems to be stronger than my left. I also have astigmatism. But yeah, I went for all the fancy extras on the glasses as well, so got the anti-glare because, heavy computer user. I got some prescription sunglasses as well, and got the sunglasses equivalent of anti-glare. I forget what they called it, like polarized or something. So a bit expensive, but you know what, if I'm gonna have to wear them all day, let's get the best I can, right? Oh, it doesn't grip the same. You get, like, when I'm using the coasting trick here, it's just kind of losing grip and fishtailing.
Best lap.
That's okay. Yeah, after the test, the guy in the shop was having me try on frames. He's like, oh, what do you think of this one? What do you think of this one? It's like, gotta calm down, mate. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to looking at myself wearing glasses, Bit of a shock. Hey Wesley, how you doing, mate?
Go.
Right, so I need top 5 on this one, I think. Doing great. Oh, nice. I disagree. Oh, I don't like this simulation handling. It's just very fishtaily. The state wasn't even going fast. Or maybe the PC version was better, but what we've like, my biggest whinge about this game has been the rubber banding. Last time I streamed it, there was a race where on the first attempt I was about 1/10 of a second off the win, and when I eventually got the win, I had actually improved on that time by 50 seconds plus. It was extreme and really unsatisfying, you know? Hey Nabas, how you doing, mate? Ah, this give me arcade handling back. Oh, I'm all right, man. I was just telling the guys I've been to the optician today. I'm getting glasses. I'm gonna be looking different in a couple of weeks' time. In 2 ways. Hey! Pun not intended. I'll gleefully have it once I realised. I can't tell. Well, not tell as in can't share. Like, I don't know what a good pair of glasses looks like, so we'll see.
Final lap.
Wow, that was all understeer. Oh, how much did I spend? Like 200, over 200 quid I spent today. But I went through all the anti-glare stuff because, you know, I live in front of computer screens. And I got a pair of prescription sunglasses as well, and I ended up spending like 70 quid extra on them for some special lenses because I've also got astigmatism. So things get very glary. Yeah, I've been last couple of weeks it's been pretty bad, which is why I got an eye test today. No. Something appears to have changed, so yeah, I got it checked out. Ah, it should be good. Ah, this sucks. No! 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 Well, it's funny you should say that, because that's the next game. Yeah, we've made progress. I'm on knockout mode now.
Best lap.
So we'll get to compare them back to back, Wesley. Yeah, track 5 took 2 attempts, Nab. Then the final one on tournament mode took a single attempt because the CPUs were really bad at the last corner. So the rubber banding really worked in my favor there. Eliminated. No replay. I'm putting arcade back on. I can't deal with that. Like, it's like they've gone for more realistic handling, but I don't have the finesse of controls to deal with that. Oh, not at all, mate. I was delighted. But yeah, one nice thing about knockout mode is it's 2-lap races instead of 4-lap races, and I don't need to win all of them. So it should be a bit smoother than tournament mode was. Wait a minute, has it just put me back in on race 3? Okay, not complaining. Wait. 3, 2, 1. Is it 4 laps? No. What's happened there? We're back to 8 cars. It's loaded my thing, hasn't it? Oh, what? How did I end up on single race? I must have just like fat fingered it or something. Whatever. Here we go. Knockout mode, arcade handling. 6 2-lap races, then game done. Three, 2, 1, go! Hey Shadow, we've had a good start. I finished tournament mode and we've had a go on knockout with the simulation handling. I didn't like it, so we're restarting with arcade. So what happens in knockout mode is that after every race, a driver is eliminated. So instead of having to win every race, I just have to not finish last until the last race when I will have to win it. What NPC cars are there? Because there isn't traffic cars in this game. But object sounds very silly. Oh, races that boat. Brilliant. I just got run through. Barely even see it because there isn't that much real estate below the bottom of the car. Yeah, just car drove into the back of me and pivoted me. Great, lovely, wonderful game. Love it. T-Rex, ooh. I have to have a look at them. Okay. Yeah, well, now these days the T-Rex would be a £5 optional extra.
Congratulations, you've got a top.
I was shocked, Mick, when they mentioned during the commentary that there's only 4 races left in IndyCar this year. I mean, I'm well aware that IndyCar finishes in like September, but yeah, September's getting close, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, because it's not like IndyCar has enough races a season. It's not the amount of races that's the problem. It's just that they could just spread them out a bit more.
3, 2, 1, go!
I wouldn't object to that either, Shadow, but if you see the viewership that, or the attendance that races that aren't the Indy 500 get, you can probably see why that's not going to happen. They were in Canada today, the only Canadian race on the calendar, and those stands only looked about half, three-quarter full. Yeah, at its peak many years ago, Mick, they did do Australia. What is... I don't know. I think they also did Twin Ring Motegi in Japan, but then that oval got like trashed in an earthquake, so then also IndyCar just has no money anymore. Last game to use all original. So Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit, was that you already on licensed music? I do know EA generally went in heavy on licensed music on all of their games, didn't they? That's a shame. I mean, the original music here isn't particularly special, so no big loss. But it is a thing I bemoaned, like the loss of original music in games like this, and I bemoaned it after playing Ridge Racer Type 4 because it was a special game for it being the full package, for it having not just original music like this, where it's just kind of like the rock equivalent of Everlater music, what we're listening to now. But the Ridge Racer 4 music is special, like properly special. And yeah, it'd be nice to have some racing games, like some proper big budget racing games that are about the full package, like that game was. High Stakes. High Stakes was the fourth one, wasn't it? Yeah. And Porsche Unleashed. The last PS1 Need for Speed. I think that might be original music. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground definitely went in strong on the licensed music. I think was that the first Need for Speed on PS2? Hello, Grim Maple. Okay, 6th place will do. Good enough. Is that wise? Because it'll be pretty late where you are, won't it? Does it? Gosh. Now the issue, Shadow, and you know this is obvious, but you just have to be contrary, so now I have to say the obvious.
3, 2.
The issue is getting too much energy and not being able to get to sleep. You do Magic the Gathering? Gosh. I don't get Magic the Gathering. I mean, to be fair, I've never tried playing it, but yeah, it just looks like an absolute money pit. Ah, you borrow. Ah, okay. Because I know that well, EA could have the budget for original composers if they wanted, Wesley. They're not shy of a few quid. Anyway, yeah, because there was a Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set come out recently. Aladino kept sending me, oh, check out this one, check out this one. And he just didn't seem... it wasn't even a hint. I explicitly told him, I have zero interest in this product. But because he knows I liked Final Fantasy, he kept sending me. It's like, mate, I don't give a shit. Don't care. Stop it. Tens of thousands on cards. Wow. Well, that's it, Dadson. It's not only easy to just license your music, it's also a popular choice. Remember at the 90s, what did we have? We had Tony Hawk's, the first Tony Hawk skaters come out with those all-scar soundtracks, and they were banging. They were super popular. And yeah, don't have to pay. Need Speed Underground, PS2, obviously. What was the other one? I had another one before I mentioned Tony Hawk's then. Wipeout 2097 had the Prodigy, and that was exciting. I can see why they want. Burnout 3. That's the one I wanted to mention. But the earlier Burnouts might have had licensed music too, but Burnout 3 is the one I played, and everyone raves about the Burnout 3 soundtrack, don't they? So you can see why he went that way, but at the same time, like I say, a lot of the original music was just elevated music level like this. So you know. Oh, let's have a look. Sorry, I've missed a few comments there. I mean, yeah, EA not doing original music, I don't think is actually a big loss. Don't we all spend money unwisely? What have I spent money on recently? Well, I've already mentioned multiple times my new glasses, but also the last 2 days, a lot of my time has been spent putting up a new gate and fence panels in my backyard. But that was actually wise. Like it was an investment, sure. FIFA had a load of licensed music, yeah, they sure did. Got into small talk with a Japanese game company about copyright stuff. They have a dedicated page where they say you can make fan stuff and sell it, like mods. That's cool. Oh, like fan art and things like that. That's really cool. Ah, it is, Dadson. Yeah, I mean, licensed music, it's an easy thing to do. Look at me trying to have multiple conversations at once. I don't do it well, do I? Not only is it an easy thing to do, and easy to be popular by doing it, you can probably get it cheap. You know? Like having your song in a FIFA game, you could probably let them have it for free, and it would be a wise decision as the music artist, because you will get loads of new fans out of it. Nice one, game. Love you. You know, I mean, there's a lot of disdain in the unsigned music scene for doing stuff for exposure, because often it is just someone else profiting off your work. But when it's the scale of an EA game, that so-called exposure is pretty damn significant. You know? Last one's EA had original music for was a Sims game. Didn't they cancel The Sims 5 because The Sims 4 was still doing so well? Hiya, Paraglider. How you doing, mate? Yeah, tournament actually dropped relatively easily tonight. It was a pleasant surprise. I gave simulation handling a go. Didn't like it. It was... You were prone... What I found was I needed to modulate the throttle to stop wheel spin, but I'm on digital acceleration, so I just ended up fishtailing loads and I got annoyed. An unspoken rule to not go after fan stuff. Okay. I mean, the biggest example of fan-made content, it's got to be the Sonic games, right? The amount of Sonic hacks and Sonic remakes and this, that, and the other is huge. It is genuinely a surprise, especially because Sonic's such a big franchise. You know, I mean, Sega have kind of handled it terribly over the years. Where's my Sonic Mania 2, dickheads? But yeah, it's always a kind of pleasant surprise. But I think at the same time, you know, not everything's about like the immediate money. Sometimes foregoing the immediate money leads to more money later, and if letting people make a few Sonic games keeps people interested in Sonic when your own Sonic team is failing to release a good game, you know, there might be a bit of sense there as well, you know, beyond just not being a dick. And don't forget, the team behind Sonic Mania, potentially the greatest Sonic game of all time, started out as fans, making their own fan games. You know, they didn't just do Sonic Mania. They did the Sonic Origins collection. What else did they do? I think they did the Android port of Sonic 1 as well. Uh-oh, I need to not be last. Hold on. Yeah, I just find that fascinating. Whereas, you know, anything Nintendo tend to be quite protective of their IP. And, you know, see why. But it is just the opposite, isn't it? You know, look how hard Nintendo went after Pal World. Pretty grim. Not a lot of Sony and Microsoft stuff. What, you mean fan-made content of Sony and Microsoft franchises? Is that what you mean? Uh-oh. Did Damn it, I thought that was a jump again. That one's the jump. Mac has binned it. We're good, we're good, we're safe. Uh-oh. All right, progress.
Best lap.
Second try. I initially tried it with the simulation handling earlier paraglider, and I wasn't having a good time, so I restarted it after a couple of races.
You've got a top time for this track.
Basically after I got knocked out. I forgot to acknowledge a follow earlier. Hello, new follower. Sorry about that. I was trying to do a few things at once and failing at all of them, I think. I've been playing Ballistic NG recently, Wesley. I bought it in the last Steam Summer Sale, which it is amazing just how close it is to Wipeout. I've been having a good time with it. It's really good. I think if Sony had released a Wipeout game, like the last one was the Omega Collection, which came out about 2017. If they had released one since, they might have been a bit more defensive. But, you know, what are they protecting, really? What do you think about Nintendo vs. Power World?
3, 2, 1, go!
Nintendo are being, like, you know, the Pal World plagiarism is kind of obvious, but Nintendo need a slap from time to time, I think. Got it when it was free. I didn't. I only learnt about it semi-recently, Wesley. It did end with Mystic Peaks Paraglider. It was a horrible track, but I did beat it first time because the opponents were horrible at the last corner, so combine that with the rubber banding and easy win. Kind of sad about... Uh-oh. I'm sad about hitting that pillar. That's fanboys of anything, Dadson. When you attach your personality to something, yeah, you find yourself taking unreasonable positions because your own ego depends on it. Oh, it's going fast. Sad about the state of IP in the rest of the world. I think Disney's driving a lot of IP trouble at the moment because they're desperately trying to hold on to copyrights that are expiring. Who is NIS? Sent an official request anyway because it felt right. Well, good lad. Very nice. That knockout might have a secret track. Ooh. Oh, yeah, good point. I was just assuming the last track would have been a 3-car race and I had to win. Oh, yeah. Nippon Ichi. What games have they done?
Final lap.
Oh, Disgaea. Ah, okay. Yes. forward spinned it. Cool. Only need third, and fourth is miles off. He'll be on my bumper in about 5 seconds time. I thought I was being a bit extreme, but he is gaining. But they've both binned it. On skill alone.
Best lap.
I know, what a shock. Just Blur and Jetboy remain me, my rightful trophy. And this is Mystic Peaks, isn't it? So yeah, it does look like the secret track is part of this, if it's going to follow that cadence all the way through.
Three, 2, 1, go!
The Ford's here. Oh, of course, Macca binned it. Hard. Bums. Doesn't matter. Such a fun game. Oh god, oh, but I've played both of them recently. And you mentioned Sledstorm on Discord as well, of course. But no game has been as rubber bandy as this one. This has been a whole other level. You know? It's not being too bad tonight, but last week, Jesus. I suffered. But why? Nicktoons was rough. It wasn't as bad as I feared. Wesley, it's not a Fear Factory song, is it, Wesley? I know Test Drive 5 even had a Fear Factory car in it. They went that heavy with the Fear Factory. Okay. Yeah, Test Drive weren't shy with the music licensing.
Final lap.
We did the first Test Drive. Was it Test Drive Off-Road recently that had a bunch of Fear Factory? Oh, oh my god, I'm stuck in this tree. We also did the Carmageddon PS1 port recently, which also had Fear Factory. You just can't get away from Fear Factory on PS1. Wow. Oh mate, I had the best time at Carmageddon. It wasn't tedious and annoying at all. When I played Test Drive 6 very early in the challenge, and I was still like a bit anxious about like copyright strikes, things like that back then, but these days I tend not to care as much. So I think when I did Test Drive 6, I muted the game's music, and piped in my own royalty-free music. I did it for Gran Turismo 2 as well. I did hold to that for quite a while. To be honest, Gran Turismo 2 went on for that long that piping in my own, not my own music, but you know, piping in other music was probably a good idea. Well, it also depends on whether it's a good game or not, Paraglider, because, you know, if it's both a hardcore set and a shit game to play, I can certainly understand why nobody might want to knuckle down and go for it. Oh, shit. Oh, no, no, no. Cool. Test Drive 2 was horrible, was it? Does make me wonder how Test Drive survived as a franchise for so long.
Congratulations, you just beat the best
Because
for this track.
So many of the games are so shit, man. It's not even that like Need for Speed is a cool name. This is a name that can carry some sales. Test Drive is what you do before you buy your runabout car. You know, it's silly. No, I'm just going for a test drive. Wow, what a wicked idea for a game. No, it's not. Right, I said early on in playing with this game, I felt like they hadn't kind of worked out what they wanted this series to be. They just had a cool name. It's like, right, let's do a car game. I mean, TTU does look cool, but the franchise should have expired before that point. You know, there have been so many bad Test Drive games that it's a miracle that anyone would touch it. Anyway, secret track. This is pretty funky.
Dinosaur. Yeah, but how old's Shift 2 now, Shadow? This is a completely new track, Dadson. And they've just gone silly. Look, UFOs and dinosaurs and science fiction-y buildings. Monolithic studios. Some fire.
Final lap.
It's a McLaren, mate. Not that shite. This wasn't on the PC version, or maybe you didn't do knockout mode. Maybe you just did tournament. But it didn't come up on tournament. Yeah, oh. Airborne overtake. Corner. Oh, there's a jump there.
Lap.
Cool. Yeah, there has been also already a mention of that cheap paraglider.
You have won the knockout competition.
All right.
Congratulations, you just beat the best lap time.
Yeah, shut up. Password shot me. Always fuck drift events. Four wheels. Oof. Just for going through the dip. Right, that's game done. Let's have a look at some of these cheats. Let's just see if Shot Me does anything first. Oh, that is just that track. Okay, I'll ask my mate Google. By the way, don't forget your votes, guys. There's been very little voting today. Okay, Need for Speed 2 cheats. Souvenir stands. Oh, these are... So, there are codes for a blue souvenir stand, a green souvenir stand, a mid-80s Jeep, a red souvenir stand, Saab, or a tram. Oh. Well, come on. You know where we're going here. Where's my tram? Okay, it's not selectable. You probably just go as it. My part's already gonna win. Well, you never know. There have been bigger upsets, Grim. Tram!
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it's tram's paced as well. What's the point? It's alright, rubber banding will help us. Oh, this is rubbish. Well, fun has been had. What else have we got? Those are the cars. I don't want to drive a Saab. One of the following codes at the main menu screen. A Chevy, a Daytona car, a futuristic car. More camera angles, more traffic, but there's not been any traffic. Race at, what? Race at night? Is this really for the right game? Yeah, that's oh, there we go. Army truck, Audi Quattro, be a T-Rex, be a wagon, BMW. Camper van, Citroen 2CV, a Volvo, Ford Indigo, Land Cruiser, limo, a log, Mazda Miata, Mercedes Benz, outhouse, pickup truck, school bus, shipping crate, snow truck, truck cab, Volkswagen bus. What? Let's do the T-Rex, and then I'm gonna call it. You know? Yeah. Let's Trex me. Car. I don't think there is a time attack mode in there. Hey, look at that lad.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's a better speed than the tram. Yeah. You know what's missing though? A leg animation. Craig, you're right. You are right, mate. If it was running though, like the T-Rex mod for Assetto Corsa, that would be chef's kiss. But I understand why not. It's a lot of effort for a stupid little meme vehicle. Oh? It's going a bit goofy because it's too tall. Yeah, eat piss. Just outing yourself as a porn fiend there, Grim, I think. I joke, of course. it's a bit hard to see the other cars because our lad's such a unit. Mate, I was joking. I was joking. All right, I'm teasing you.
Fast lap.
You sure do. So the Dirty Boy games have been in the news a bit recently due to payment processors basically refusing to handle transactions for, how can I put this politely, particularly nasty content. I'm just going to call it nasty. That's what some of it is. And that's putting it kindly.
Final lap.
Because there is some dirty shit on Steam. Ugh. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get the winners, Rexy, but I gave it a good go. Problem with a flat-out oval is there's very few places to make a difference through skill. Hey! Can't do the pit lane. Alright, it stops being a pit lane after a while. Right, okay, I'm calling that game done. I am happy to see the back of it. I've not had a good time. It's not been a satisfying game to play. It is what it is. Let's get it reviewed. We will spin the wheel for the game that will be after Test Drive 4. And I'm probably going to call it a night because I've got a headache, unfortunately. Very glad to have that game done. It was a bit touch and go whether it would stream at all, unfortunately. What am I looking for? Oh my god. Yeah, spreadsheet. Okay, I'll have you. It's Test Drive 4, mate. It probably could. Right, we're calling that at 7 hours 19. What's the challenge on 1,114 hours and 54 minutes of my life? 3-stream game. I am well glad, though, that it was a 3-streamer because prior to streaming today, I thought a good result would have been completing tournament mode, and then that mode would have been another stream. And yet here we are, game done. Thank you, game. Eagle-eyed, thank you very much. You are, yeah, you saved me. Right, bring you over there. So I'm going to give that game a 3. My reasoning is, right, so there are bits in that game which aren't that big a deal on the grand scheme of the PS1. So I've criticised the handling. It's not got the worst handling. The handling's a bit wishy-washy and unsatisfying, but you can maneuver. It's fine when you figure it out in arcade mode. Coasting is your boy. Just shed the speed by releasing the accelerator rather than braking, and you'll generally be fine once you know the tracks. The graphics are just kind of, they're fine. The music was fine. the tracks are a bit meandering and a bit dull, and that was a problem with. Well, I didn't really call it out on, but you know, Need for Speed 3 and 4 had that as well. But it's only with hindsight that I really recognise that because they were really early in the challenge. So it's probably a bit more generous. But the big issue with that game, the huge elephant in the room, is, I've mentioned it a million times, it's the rubber banding. The rubber banding ruins it. Because if you're having a bad race, you can still finish second easily. If you're having a great race, you'll still finish second generally. See VODs 1 and 2 for this game. See me absolutely boiling my piss over this game. And it just ruins it as a challenge because if you finish 10 seconds behind, you can gauge how much you need to improve to be able to progress. Whereas there was the big example in Stream 2 where I failed to win a race by 1/10 of a second. I didn't manage to win it until I was 50 seconds faster. There's no... and when it's like that, it just feels like a lottery. If you nail the last quarter of the last lap, you'll probably win. If you don't, you'll probably lose. If that's the case, what is the point in the other 3 laps, you know? So, yeah, it just kind of breaks the promise of any skill-based video game where it should largely be, if you can hit this skill level, you will clear the challenge. But that just does not seem to be the case here. Yeah, cool. Right, I'm done ranting. Oh, I need to actually put my word review, and my quick review will be world's worst rubber banding. That is the best, most succinct way to describe this game. Question is it better than the first? We will find out. I have not played it yet. I've played 3. I've played Portion Leashed, which I really enjoyed. I've played High Stakes, but the first one is still in the backlog. Cool. I didn't even open my wheel tab because I didn't expect to reach it today. But luckily, I have it bookmarked. So we are spinning the wheel for game 168, which will be the game after Test Drive 4. What will it be? Very festive music for this wheel spin for some reason. But we're only 5 months away from Christmas, guys. Let's start thinking about your shopping. Oh. Ooh. That just crept, because it's still pretty difficult to see. That was about 3 pixels away from Colin McRae Rally. Yeah, Chocobo Racing. Square Enix. Well, back then it was still Squaresoft. But Squaresoft's attempt at getting on the Mario Kart train. Let's have a look, shall we? Colin is a slippery customer. A long play comes in at 2 hours 19. Oh, this is one shot all over it, isn't it? Very loud. Well, their non-RPGs never went down that well, to be honest, Wesley. You know, they kept trying, because I remember Dirge of Cerberus was like a third-person shooter. That didn't go so well. The Bouncer, their kind of PS2 release scrolling beat-em-up, also didn't get that well received, I believe. Alright, we got cute little sprites. Why is it a one-on-one versus a Moogle? Alright, let's have a little look further on. That might be an intro level. For Black Mage. Yeah, a bit more of a full roster of enemies. Is that Mario? What's he doing here? That's not Mario. Who's it meant to be? Or is it just generic characters? Because yeah, they also had that beat 'em up where they put Cloud in it on the PS1. Lario. Yeah. Well, this looks fine. It'd be interesting. See how they crowbar stuff in. Yeah, you got your Chocobo, your generic Black Mage, you got a Moogle. Is that it? I don't know who the pink haired girl is. Or the Mario Off-Wish. Golem thing. Is analog good? So you don't really need analog for these old kart races. Oh, we got Fat Chocobo. And Spyro the Dragon? What? Alright, okay, cool. Right, yeah, so that's game 168 will be Chocobo Racing. But before that, of course, you've got Test Drive 4. Oh, headache's gone. Really? Time we're on, 10 o'clock. Looks like a story. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. So watch it. Yeah, just let's see who's online. I'm gonna have to call it a short stream, unfortunately, lads. Not doing great at the moment, so yeah, whatever. Who've we got? Koos is on. Let's go and see Koos, shall we? He's struggling 200 hours deep into a JRPG. Poor lad. How do quick races in Test Drive 4? You unlock the reverse tracks for quick race. I'll decide before I stream it, mate, but I'll have to have a look. Anyway, so next couple of weeks, I'm not sure how much I can do because I'm blaming these headaches on my dodgy eyes, and it's gonna be 2 weeks until I get glasses, so I'll try and do what I can. Normally Thursdays and Sundays are my intended PS1 stream days. We'll see how well that goes. I do want to get back on the sim. I've not been in the sim for 2 weeks, but whatever. If you haven't followed the channel yet, guys, you've been enjoying the show, please consider doing so. For those who want to hang out outside the stream, I have a Discord too. Yeah, it's pleasant enough. When's inertial drift? I don't know, mate. I really don't know. You just have to be patient with me for a little bit. Great, Craig. Thank you again for the follow, mate. You have a great end of your Sunday. I'm gonna go raid Koos. I'm gonna call it a night. So you guys all have a great week. Thanks loads for your company. I'll see you again soon. Good night.